GLEAR, it was a facility I had heard about through the previous lab I was in. My supervisor at Western University does collaborative research with Dan Heath, and so I had already heard about GLEAR, heard about the facilities, heard about the collaborative nature of the research here, and there was a job opportunity to come here for a postdoc, and so that's what brought me here in the first place. And then when I came down to see the facility for the first time, that's when I really got the impression of both the unique location of it, being a Great Lakes Institute right on a major component of the Great Lakes, and also the facilities that are here, the way the labs share access to all of the equipment. That way more can get done with the resources at hand, and also the collaborative nature. I started immediately working with Dan Heath and Aaron Fisk, and since that time I've started working with other researchers both at GLEAR as well as other agencies, the USGS over in Ann Arbor, Michigan, as well as the Ontario Ministry of Natural Resources. And so those are the attributes that brought me to GLEAR in the first place. In my first year here, I thought that I'd come into here as a postdoc with a very focused project that would be my time. And what I found out really early on was that as an early career scientist, I actually was given opportunities to take on teaching and mentorship roles, both with undergraduate students and graduate students at the master's level. And that's a really unique opportunity and important for somebody early in their career as a scientist to develop those skills and have those opportunities. And that really impressed me in my first year here, that as soon as I got here, these doors were opened up for me. My primary research has been right outside the doors in the Detroit River. I'm working on actually the effects of urbanization on fish populations using the Detroit River as a study system. And so what I'm focused on is looking at both the foraging interactions, so basically what fish are eating other fish in this area, and then also how both predators and prey fish use the available habitat. Both habitats that have been restored and others that have been altered by human activities, things like shipping channels. In terms of the local community, what we're hoping to do is be able to inform ongoing restoration efforts in the Detroit River. It's a unique part of the Great Lakes ecosystem. It has many species that use it as a migratory passage between the larger lakes, and also many species that reside in it for much of their life. And given the amount of human disturbance in this area, there's now been millions of dollars put into restoration efforts that are showing signs of success. A great example is the lake sturgeon population. They're building spawning reefs in different areas around the Detroit River and up into Lake St. Clair and the St. Clair River. And we're seeing the return of lake sturgeon populations, or lake sturgeon individuals, to spawn at these sites. And I hope to continue adding to that by looking at other fish that are integral to this ecosystem and its health, and just understanding how they're using the environment here. On a broad scale, I hope the approach we take here can be applied to other urban ecosystems, basically on a global scale, where it doesn't matter where you go, you can use the type of approach we're doing to inform yourself of your study system.